Construction, and today I want to share with you the two sources of building lots, or tear down building lots to be more specific, that we target or that we use. So this is a little secret we have that most people think there's just one source of tear down building lots, but we actually have two sources. So today I want to tell you what those sources are. The first source is things that are publicly available. So properties that are publicly on the market. And I'll show you an example of that. And the second source is our own private list. Our private list is just something we've developed over the years. So first, the public list of properties is the multiple listing service. So this is an example of the multiple listing service. And this is a database that you have access to, we have access to, things that are publicly on the market, they're listed with a realtor, and everybody has access to it. They get listed in this database, Bright Multiple Listing Service. This is the realtor database. And once they get in this database, they're fed to places like Zillow and Redfin and Realtor.com. So just to give an example, if we put in the search criteria, we'll go for McLean and just show you an example. 220, what is McLean? 22101. Put in McLean. And we put in a filter for a tear down building lot from $0 to $900,000. And this will pull up everything that's publicly available in the multiple listing service in McLean. And I just put a price filter in from 0 to 900,000. And it will pull up this map. And you can see there are a total in McLean, 22101, of 4 properties. This blue means it's coming soon, so it's not even available yet. And then these greens mean they are publicly on the market. So just to kind of show you, here's the first one, and it's at 6316 Maury Street. So that is an example of the public database. So again, everybody has access to this. The second source that we have is our own database. That's our private list. And let me give you an example or show you one of our databases. This is just part of our map of properties that we are currently acquiring. These are sellers that are in one stage or another of selling their property. And I'll come back to this in a second. But as we look at these two sources, and we say this parameter is commissions, and usually there will be a 5 or 6% commission embedded in the price if it's a public listing, and I'll show you how that works. With our private list, these are not listed with any realtor, so there are no commissions. The competition is much greater with the public list. With our private list, there's really no competition. And the size of the list, as you can just tell, this is a small list. There's very limited properties available, and this is a very large list. Some of these take me literally years to acquire. But just to give you an example, so if we look at the same area, we'll look into McLean, and just in McLean this is a part of our list. I don't have everything mapped that we're going after. So McLean is right inside the Beltway. McLean here's the Beltway. So these are all McLean. Some of these are in Langley High School. Some of these are in McLean High School. But you can see some of these. Here's the Arlington border. You can see just on our partial list, we have a significant quantity of properties we're going after. This is McLean, this is Arlington, this is Cherrydale. If we cross the river, this is Spring Valley in DC. This is Palisades, Brookmont. We've got things in Kent and Berkeley that are not showing up on this map. We have Wesley Heights. We go over, this is all DC. We have things in AU Park that we're targeting. And then in Bethesda and Chevy Chase, we just have we pretty much focus inside the Beltway. So our list is very large. There's really no competition. And the commission, so the commissions, let me show you how that works. So we flip back over here. Let's look at this one that's publicly on the market. It's 6316 Maury Street. If the price is right here, it's $900,000. And if we slide down here, you'll see there's actually a 3% commission for the buyer's agent, and they don't have to show it, but there will be a 3% commission usually for the selling agent. So in that example, so if we take the $900,000 and let's just do a little math. So if we take the 900,000 ask price, let me see if I can fix this. The 900,000 and 6% of that is, what is that? It's 54,000. So the way that breaks down is, first, if you bought that property at 9, embedded in that 900,000 is a $54,000 commission. So the way that breaks down is half of that 27 goes to the selling agent, and half of that 27 in this example goes to the buyer's agent. But in either case, you are paying that commission embedded in that price. But we would still go after, when we're purchasing properties, we would still go after both of these categories of properties. Obviously, the private properties are called these more of a wholesale, and this maybe is more of a retail. If you'd like to learn more how to access our private list, stop by today, and let me put this slide up for you. I will be at our sales model from 1 to 4 today. Time flies. And the address is 5700 Tanglewood Drive. I will show you in more detail how these two sources of properties work. And if you want to learn how to access our wholesale, private, very large list of properties in McLean, Arlington, Bethesda, Chevy Chase, Northwest DC, I will be on hand to explain how the whole process works. It's pretty easy, but it's nice to be able to buy properties that are not loaded with a 5 or 6% commission and not compete with other people. That's the best way to get the best return on the investment. So I enjoyed making this for you, and stop by today, and I hope to talk to you soon.